Last time on Tim Plays a Game. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. The room was basically locked with a chair. Sakura had to be the one to lock the room.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Dang!
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Oh, crap, she was still alive.
Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
If there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Oh, crap, Sakura was poisoned. What's up, everyone? It's Tim from TimPlaysAGame here with Trigger Happy Havoc, Danganronpa, playing on Nintendo Switch. Wow, it's been 5 months. Yeah, I took a 5-month hiatus from the series. Other games are coming out, but we're in a little lull right now, so we're going to continue on with Danganronpa 1. Hopefully I'll have this game finished before the end of the year. That's my goal. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so I remember Byakuya talking about poison. Oh yeah, here we go, okay. Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You make mistakes quite often, bro. I mean, I know I was gone for 5 months, and even then, you can't fool me.
You're making me go all weak in the knees.
Yeah, I forgot. She's still crazy.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Of course it's possible. There's poison. Never mind.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Ooh, okay. Put it down. Wait, hold on. No! Put it down! Don't do it! Okay.
But you're the
I
only
had to
one
line that up right.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since
Yeah,
you gave
exactly.
up
Thank
on the
you.
search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
Good point. Shut up. Have a seat.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
And how do you know this?
And that's where I found this.
Chemicals C9.
Is that the poison?
Well, yeah, the skull and crossbones is kind of universal.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Jeez Louise.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
Yeah, where did you find
The
it?
shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Right, I remember this. A was like okay stuff, C is like poisons, and then I guess he found a C bottle in the A area and so on and
In
so
section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
forth. Yeah, good thing we have these at our school. The lethal chemicals section of your chemistry exam is brutal. It'll kill you.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Bottle of poison Byakuya showed us. I'm sure I've seen it. I know where I got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements. I'm positive that was...
I got it!
Yeah, section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for...
Bottles were
supplements or
switched. I
whatever.
told you to stop talking.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Someone tricked Sakura into drinking poison.
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Oh, what? He just does, wow, he just went for it. Okay. Somebody's thirsty. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Oh, that tastes awful.
What was it? Oh yeah, poison.
Oh no! Master
They don't make a poison that tastes good.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Wait, did he drink something else? Not poison?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Okay, well, you could use a little protein there, Scrawny.
Protein?
You could use a little meat on them bones,
Can
that's
I
all
see
I'm
that
saying.
bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Ugh. Oh, gross! I'd rather drink poison. No, I'm kidding.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder.
Harmless, he says. Yeah, try not dissolving it all. Take a shot of it, and then you'll be coughing up freaking powder in a little cloud.
The poison that should have been in that bottle,
not lethal.
Where did it go?
Bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Wait a minute, if there's protein in the poison bottle, then that means, oh boy. The poison must be in, come on. Alright, we're gonna Hangman Gambit this, fine, alright. Okay, hold on. Roll the controls. Aim, shoot letter, increase speed. Okay. PR, I need a T. E. This is what Sesame Street's like in Japan, I guess. Protein drink. And an N. Nice.
Now I understand.
Complete.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Yes.
If the protein's in the poison bottle,
Then the poison's in the
only
protein
logical
bottle.
to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
Allegedly. I mean, they could have just dumped the poison down the sink.
So the protein was in
That
the
doesn't
bottle
make
of
much
poison,
sense.
and the poison was in the protein can.
Basically, what he's getting at is someone switched the protein and the poison on Sakura, and Sakura got tricked into drinking
Once you
poison.
accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Well, I mean, wouldn't she? Yeah, something at the scene.
I got it!
I think we saw a protein drink
You're
there.
saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true
But I'm
cause
saying
of
she probably
death.
would have been able to taste that, though.
You know, I do remember Ogre
I
saying
mean,
that
you have to drink an
protein
entire
stuff was
bottle
good
of
for all
poison
kinds of makes
to
paint.
be lethal. You're gonna notice it. Like, this tastes like poison. I mean, what's she doing? She's doing like this. This tastes like poison. Yeah, definitely poison. Oh yeah, it's burning my insides. No time. I'm gonna finish this bottle, then I'll know for sure whether or not it's poison. I'm just saying, you would notice it.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
I mean, someone who had knowledge of that.
For real? Who was it?
It was me. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't think.
Evidence
Well, let's just see
revealing
who he
who
blames,
replaced
and then
the
we'll
two
tell him he's wrong.
materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Evidence that shows who switched them out. It must be what we found in front of the ship. Oh crap. Okay, I gotta think back to like 5 months ago. Oh, wrong one.
Shoot!
I was trying to like read. I was hoping to like read the question again. Oh, once it shows they switched them out.
I got it!
Yeah, it was the footprints.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about,
Right.
isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point.
Just gonna let them talk for a
What's
minute.
more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
Whoa. Okay.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
Can you stop calling her ogre? I mean, she's dead. A little respect.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of
Why
seekers.
Hina? Hina liked
There was
her.
no
Hina was like one of
mistaking
the best friends.
it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Well, yeah, me and Hina.
I got it!
So it was me. Wait a
Hina are
minute.
the
No,
only
Hina.
ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Plus, Hina's been acting
Dang,
strange.
I'm
ever
hitting
since
the
trial
button
began.
slowly.
You were in an
If
awful
I hold,
rush
yeah, if
to
I
get
hold
to
it
the
down
boat,
too long, it
weren't
skips
you?
some of the dialogue. But
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
you can't believe. Come
What
on,
about
now.
it can't you believe?
You've been through. This is your fourth trial. You got. It's like, yeah, I kind of figured this stuff would happen.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true?
I don't think she
really
did. I think.
kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I mean, we kind of ruled out everyone here. It can't be Makoto. It might be Byakuya, but I don't think so. I mean, if he's trying. I mean, and she's not saying
I
anything,
found
so.
her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Why is she so far?
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Yeah, for some reason, Asahina is like quieter than everyone else.
Hold it.
Yeah, say something.
I'm not convinced.
Right? She has no motive.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
We're supposed. Oh my God! Stop playing by the bad guys' rules.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
That's what they want.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
I mean, until you have, you know, what's the word? Conclusive evidence? Yeah.
Don't misunderstand
Hard
me.
evidence.
I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
It's probably gonna be something about motive, or like how she got the door locked.
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
locked room
the
problem?
locked room.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, she
Well-
can't say.
That doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Wait, whoa.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Yeah.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
But you don't have it. It's still all the evidence you have is circumstantial.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Yeah, I mean,
Why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
that's kind of a good point. I mean, yeah, it was kind of an obvious clue to leave behind.
It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You could just agree with them. I mean, if you don't, I mean, it's like she wants to die.
You didn't notice?
You didn't notice that you were stepping in powder.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Come on, you can't. No one's this dumb. If you were this dumb, you'd be dead by now.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come?
Yeah, because
That doesn't matter.
I don't think she could have done it.
Hina,
Like
Please. I'd
realistically,
like to
could not have
know
done it.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
Okay, yeah. So, what's gonna have to happen is, basically, she had to pour the poison into like a container, and then I don't know.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah.
Kirigiri is leading her to
When I opened the
some
bottle,
kind of
I dropped it like an idiot.
Basically trying to disprove her.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
But how did you switch them?
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that,
It's 2 accidents.
everything I did got found out. And that's it.
that story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison, then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange? Yeah, you don't see her like moving at all in front of section C. All the footprints are in
Can
front
you
of A.
repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Yeah, until we figure out. That's what. Until I can cover the full truth of this case. I mean, it's... Yeah, there is a... So footprints in the powder, I think, is going to be the bullet. Yeah.
First I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
Might have to probably go through this a few
I
times.
moved from section C to section A.
There we go, that one right there.
No,
As you went from C to A after spilling the footprints would be in the powder in
you
front of
said
section
you went
C.
to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Yeah.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
So you're saying she noticed the footprints, but left them there. That's
No,
dumb.
that can't be it. Remember what Hina
She didn't
just
see the
said?
footprints. She's contradicting herself. That's what she wanted, a contradiction.
What the?
That's what
Hina,
Kira here
what's
is trying
the meaning
for.
of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yep.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Okay.
well, you see...
Yeah, what we see, what do we see? Whoa, okay. Well, okay, whoever the camera guy is getting a little fancy with camera work.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Yeah.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Shh, gee, you can't do this in a real trial. You can't just submit surprise witnesses and new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
I know this is the furthest thing from a real trial, but still.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Here we go.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm
What?
amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Dang, you just love poking the bear.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Probably like fingerprints or something. Piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
I mean, it's not from the Monokuma bottles. Oh, it's a piece of glass. Oh. Is it from the window, maybe?
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
You're doing such a great job!
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue. Yeah, can't be the bottle of poison. That was a different color. Monokuma bottle was brown. It has to be the rec room
I
window.
got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Yep.
The window?
To the window! To the wall! This is not the time to be
The window
singing.
we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
I mean, he broke the window. Makoto broke the window.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Right. She made the... Yeah, basically... Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. According to Hina told us... Crap, hold on. I guess from the A shelf?
I got it!
Yeah, okay.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Tina told us was alive?
Bingo.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Okay, so Sakura was already dead when the glass got into that bottle.
Hold on, you're moving too fast.
Come on. You can't be this dumb after trying to be so smart.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
I mean, the only other option here is that she drank the poison herself. If we've ruled out everyone here.
You're right. We do need to explain that.
I mean, we've ruled out that every possibility of a homicide, so there's only one other option.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Basically.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
She's leading you a point to
Well,
just answer it.
no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Dude, you really need to accept your limitations here. The reason why she can say that is because there's evidence. That's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. I think there was like a shard of glass under the protein can. Yeah.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh, come on, I shot the thing.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my
How do I
mind.
speed this up? Okay, B.
Until the lock, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying
Someone planted it.
No, that's it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Got it. No, you're wrong! Shut up! Sit down!
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Right.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
Ooh.
What?
Come on, bro.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Right.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case,
That would
would
explain the glass being
can
on top of the glass. Or, the can being on top
So
of the
you
glass.
asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Still kind of a loaded question.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Right.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, The protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Wow.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Suicide, bro.
I thought we all agreed she was
Really don't
tricked
like
into
saying that
drinking
word,
it
but
because
come
of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
I mean, we've eliminated all the real possibilities, so all we have left is the unreal ones.
Exactly what happened.
Dang. Yep.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, he said please.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
That's a good point.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
But we know that's a lie.
What do you think, Makoto?
Sakura got it herself. Had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
Yep.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Ah.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Alright, we're doing it. Moment of truth.
You're a liar! What are you saying?
Again, okay, lock on. Okay, so X is fine.
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
What's the reload? Why? Okay.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Alright, here we go. Final strike.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Yep.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Yeah, so the footprints were probably Sakura's.
It did?
Yeah.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Yeah.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
So Sakura willingly drank poison.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Got it. Okay.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
She was looking for poison.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill
No, you
her.
didn't. One that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of that locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Through oh, wait, hold on. Alright, well... Not Kyoko, and it's definitely not Hina. He's too stupid to kill anyone. Probably the same reasoning for him. And she only kills guys, so... Yeah, we're left with only one option.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Ding!
What? The killer was Sakura?
Yes!
So you're saying it was suicide?
Oh my god, let's explain it for another hour.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I mean...
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to
She
believe
probably
it.
can fly.
But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Yep. Sakura wanted to create the lock room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
Dang, that's sad.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
Yeah.
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
That was Hina.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Oh god.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking she did it because she wanted everyone dead.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Oh boy. I have to go get them. I have to get the others. And shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. So she went to go get poison
You said you were
then.
going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch
I'll
out the
switch out the
containers.
containers, okay.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
Yeah, I got everyone. Oh, ogre! Ah, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
But you didn't see it in the fact that you put it on top of the sharp glass.
You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
It's kind of a stretch, but alright.
Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Well, she deceived you. You got deceived.
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
It's kind of like Leon from the first trial. It's like...
That's enough, Hina.
He's
It's
like,
over.
I object!
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no.
No,
You're
we
right.
gotta put it in manga first.
We have to end this properly.
In manga. Closing climax. Interface. Begin. Alright. I got 24 minutes.
The killer is you!
Okay. I think we got it.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Right.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Act 2.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Oh. Okay, I think I got that one mixed up. Yeah, it's supposed to be this one over here.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay, now I think I got it.
One
Right.
of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yes. Okay, so I got those two things mixed up.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Dun 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 dun, like Jaws almost.
From inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Candy. Okay. Oh.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have done a whole one-on-one thing
With that
situation with them.
He grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
Great.
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name,
Toko. Yeah.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping
I mean,
to
if you're gonna
pin the
frame
murder
someone,
on
yeah,
her.
maybe the person who's admittedly killed people.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
Right.
she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Except that magazine was upside down. Right.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
No! Dun dun! Dun dun! Cash!
Soon after, she watched as
Okay.
Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Right.
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
That was the second bottle.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Jeez, what is with the bottles being
This explains
weapons?
why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
Anyone who's ever gotten in a bar fight tells you they can only be, they're not the best weapons.
Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the clean chest piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Okay, so
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
I guess at this point she decided to off herself.
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Ah, come on.
killer is you.
Okay.
And
See if I got this one
that
right.
explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Poison. Thank you.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
I guess she did that just so it would be like clear that it was a suicide. But still.
There, she took her final breath.
Yeah. Dun,
Later
dun.
on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
He looks like he's ready for a fight right there. Like, look, bring it on! Oh, fight's over.
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
Oh boy.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Yep.
was you, Hina.
Yeah, dang it.
That's the full truth of
Yeah.
the case.
So Hina covered up what Sakura did, and yeah. And now it's time for the sob explanation about what
Sakura
happened. About why.
took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you...
Because I didn't try to blame someone. I didn't treat this like it was a game. I treated it like it was an actual crime scene with evidence and logical reasoning and facts. You should try it sometime.
How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because you're not trying to uncover the truth. You're trying to blame someone. You're trying to quit to win a game. You're trying to... You're not handling this the way it needs to be handled.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized?
Yeah, please explain this.
We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams.
Dang.
That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Because you couldn't understand human emotion.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
That's a hell of a bite right there. Okay, we done now? Yes, alright, cool. A, B, ba 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 ba. Alright. Give me them coins.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Yes.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted
Alright,
yet.
we gotta do the vote.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
I mean, we've only done this 3 times in the
My energy
past.
draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
Do it to it.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
He was remarkably quiet throughout this trial.
So, who will
I was just kind of hoping he would, like, chime in with something. Some witty remarks.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It's kind of hard to make the wrong choice right now.
What's it gonna be?
It was Hero. No, wait a minute. Dang it. And Sakura, guilty. Can I have some of those coins?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because... That's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why...
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean? You were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. If we're serious, that's...
What is this?
You still don't understand. Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after the genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt! Sakura! Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Wow, so she took responsibility for basically what she felt like was going to be a potential powder keg of all kinds of stuff going off at once, and yeah, basically tried to defuse it. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you'd talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... I mean, yeah, she was also working with Monokuma for a short time. That kind of led to a lot of distrust. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
You hit her with a bottle. It's not a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
Won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
You gotta say more than that.
I...
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to
ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. Oh, God. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Oh, jeez. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
She was already dead.
Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just adds the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but... It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course, I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Her and I... Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? Oh god, that's... Wait, what? Last Testament. She wrote 2 suicide notes?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note! Sakura's suicide... So then what's the other thing? What was the other thing? Autobiography? What? But Hina already...
Too bad!
Oh god. I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one that Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then you lied to... the murder bear lied to you. Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought it'd lighten things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... Are you that surprised? Come on now. I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene, cut. And with that, we'll pick up here next time. So that's gonna wrap things up for tonight's live stream or tonight's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to TimPlaysAGame. Stay tuned for more Danganronpa. We're gonna try. I mean, we're at the end of this trial. We're gonna be getting. Oh my god. What now? Till next time, this is Tim from TimPlaysAGame signing off, and have a good night, guys.